subscribers. And so what that means is to be careful with fake accounts. There are fake accounts out there on all social medias, people pretending to be me. Remember, I will never message you first randomly, and I'll never ask for personal information or money. So I'm starting the day here with small size, not really looking to be super aggressive. I'm going to start slow and then increase my risk as we go. MOTS is the one that I'll be watching. I also have SOGP on the side. We'll see whichever one takes off, and then I'll go from there. Nice and slow, looking to have a smooth day, no drama in terms of big red or anything crazy. And just, let's see what we get. SOGP does have a bit of a spread, I'm noticing here. High is at 85, but it is a little spready. I'm going to jump in here, small size. Will it keep going over 5? Tight stops. Not quite. Right back down. And MOTS is halting down, by the way. So there's 5. Are we going to go through? Okay, it is. I'm going to try again. Yeah, and it's looking choppy. I'm already down $100. I'm going to be careful here. So I'm going to keep to that 500 shares. Attempting break of 5 twice. And I keep to the small share size. And this is how you adjust quickly, right? If this is yesterday, I'm already down 600 because I'd be using way big size, right? So there's 17. Okay, there's 23. Okay, it's giving a good move. It's giving a good move here. It seems a little thin, but, moving up. I'm a little early there. 10. I'm going to try again at 5. Nope, and it's coming all the way down. Look at that. The low right there is 82. So I'm going to give it a sec. Make sure it's not failing here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is just weakness. And this is exactly why I start with small size right here. I'd already been down 1K, right? I'd have been down 1K in those same trades there with my bigger size. But a 250 loss, scratch trade. So there might be good opportunities to come, right? It's pretty early. So I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to fold my arms. I'm going to look through my watch list here. I'm going to look through the scans and just wait. Nothing early here looks good. This is the thing that I do like about the market. Like, I mean, there's a lot of things, but this is one of them. I can reduce my risk by using smaller size. SEED, on the other hand, is this one here, decent early. 25. So we're getting a 3-bar play. It's moved up to 50. I'm going to slice down to 500 shares here as well. I'm going to jump in, small size. What's it going to do? And there's 47. Stocks are they're moving very different. It's like they're pretty thin, and it's pretty thin. Like the liquidity, it's like almost half the volume from last week has just disappeared. Is what it seems like. And so it rips up to 68 here, but like, it's kind of like an unpredictable kind of move. So how low are we gonna go? Can we hold up 50? There's 45, there's 37, there's 29. Again, and it might keep dropping. It's just maybe it holds. It's just a little tricky. There's 27, there's 26, there's 19. Like, this is way too much of a drop for a move like this. So right now we're seeing what we have to deal with, right? How do we want to adjust for this type of stuff? So I'm thinking maybe the extended dips. VYTX, HOLO, there's a few being mentioned. I'm going to take a look at that other one. VTYX. It's been hitting the scans here. Fast star sleeping. Okay, this is a great move. I don't think I saw just one pre-market. Maybe it was a little lower on the list. This looks much better with the volume. We've been having a 1.3 million shares per candle, so this is good. High 437. Pre-market high 437. So far we've made a nice move up to 77. Low right here is at 14. VWAP is at 79. I'm going to try here for VWAP area. Okay, it's holding. Okay, pretty decent. This looks good. The other stock is going to resume much lower here. This looks like something from last week. This is what this looks like. 50, so it's a great move up here. 50. Perhaps it keeps going. No, not quite. The low is 12. Okay. I gotta get into a good rhythm here. There's a bid. Okay, and it's gonna go. I think that was like 25,000 or something. The halt is at 28. Yeah, I needed to see this much sooner, I think. 45, 46. Not bad, not bad at all. 46. It might get halted up here. It's doing its thing. It's a nice move here. I'm a little late to the show, but you know, I could have captured the 1 minute pullback a little bit better, I think, down here for this bull flag.
Oh, this is actually a pretty good chart. 952. Part of me is like, just hold a position to 950 because that would be this gap. The gap fills actually to 14, so possibly 14. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm a little bummed out because I sold at 582. I got in at 550, sold at 582 for a 30-cent win. But as you can imagine, this time it went higher. And I'm not mad about this sell. That was the right call. Break of the apex. That's standard 50-50 practice, and then get in on the dip within the rip. Mott's is nothing. This one gives pops, but then it rejects. Unfortunately, I think I may have missed this one. Adding to 1800 here. I'm not going to add big. This pattern, I think, is C quality. This seems to be traded by algorithms. There we go. That pulled 255 bucks out of there. So we're cruising here. We're cruising here. $1,400 already. This is showing a flat resumption now. I'm not going to say anything. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure the people on Discord don't care. They probably don't want to listen to me. There we go. If you're wondering what you missed, I was basically just whining and bitching, so you didn't miss much. This might put in a bottom here. Although, when it's being chased down with a huge... There's get bought up. Trying to get the bottom of this in the rebound play. Maybe back up to 140. Come on, give me more. I'm going to keep my order at 140. I'm going to try to hold. Wow. Now I feel like I should just take my profit. I got to cut it. Wow. It felt right. I might have to stop chasing this. Trying to see if we get a reversal. Although I know sometimes reversals don't come. Putting my order up on the ass. Come on, get me filled. I'm just going to take that. That's going to lower my loss. That does look like a bottom, though. Ooh. I missed this. Spreads on this seem kind of not so fun. It seems a little extended. Shoot. Tiramisu. Looks like it's reject. Look at that. It's popping to 715, but the bid is staying low. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is sometimes with these stocks. And when you notice something like that, you got to be careful. If it was a picture perfect, would be able to just I don't know. I'm not a fan of it though. We gotta stay light sides here. Feel like it's getting a lot of resistance. Yeah, I'm going to stay out of it. I've given back too much. This is a higher float stock, too. Let us not forget. 40 million. That's not... It's not the smallest float ever. Oh, there it pops to 730. Got a nice trade there. Kind of waiting for the reversal here. Just caught a quick scope trade there. Just a quick bounce, dip bounce. They're decently reliable, but they can get a little, you can get smoked on them. I'm bailing on it. Might be a 3-bar pullback. It's kind of looking like it's going to be a 2-bar, but there we go. Uh-oh. This thing's a... I got smoked. That was usually don't get stuff like that. It goes a $300 loss. I thought it was looking good. We got 19 likes, 21 likes, guys. Appreciate 168. Are you guys sharing this channel with your friends? Trade idea sucked me into giving them $850. Okay. Yeah, his video pulls up once in a while. Taking a little bit of a nasty loss there to finish off this one. I added a little big. Wow, it's hard for me to trust this. I gotta cut it. I just went short. Wow. I guess we just found out this is easy to borrow. Come on, we usually will get a pop here. I'm going to start selling pretty quickly. I'm selling. I'm selling. It's just like there's like too much resistance. But I know how these work. They do this and all of a sudden they just take off. It's high flow garbage. That's what I call it. See. Oh my gosh. This is getting a little bit annoying. I got $2,000 on the day. Not on this ticker, but on total. Market's been getting a little bit harder to trade. That's just the way it always is. 30 likes already, guys. What? What?
Got it.
How? Oh, you got it back? Well, can you find a way to secure it? This thing's starting the Christmas tree. I had a target on it at $9. It didn't even get up to $9.72. I thought it would. Ah, shoot. It's actually quite unbelievable how much selling pressure is going on here. I'm going to have to back off. Back to 1,300 on it. That's too bad. Took a $300 loss right there, too. Wow. It's starting to look Christmas tree. I tried to catch some dips on it to no avail. We can try for one big dip, but that 1 minute looked good. But I missed the entry already. 570, it's already at 582. Bet and ask are all over the place in this one. Why is she calling me? I'm busy. Oh no, now I'm in trouble for being rude. Girl, woman, hold on. I'm on stream. Actually, I'm gonna delete that. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. Okay. Ooh. I got I'll break even. It's a tricky one. Go over to Mott's. I see a pattern here I kind of like. Going in for the W pattern here. Bailing on it. Break even. It's not that it's not going to work, but okay, this thing's bugging me a little bit. What are you guys trading? Hmm? I don't mind VTYX, but it's a little higher float, so let's see if this bear flag continues lower, or do we stop or we bottom out and start to reverse? Failing. Classic high float gives you these signals of bouncing and then chops. I guess it looks like it's coming down maybe more. I don't know. I know exactly what it's doing. Wow, Mott's pops up there. Okay. I don't know what this one wants to do. Trying to see if we put in a clear bottom somewhere. We're really just not putting in any bottom. Brutal. Brutal. Yesterday, I made 3,500. Wow, this thing's a legitimate Christmas tree. Mm. Man, I can try it. We can try to chase it lower, but I'm just buying. I'm just gonna try to sell on these pops back up, which I can't. It's not even okay. I gotta stop. I gotta give it up. Took a massive trade here. I can tell you right now, this is maybe either really gonna be good or really, really bad. Dumping it. You see, any other day that would have rebounded there very nicely. You got to be careful with this one here. This one's kind of going straight down. I think a reversal is soon, but brutal. Trying to put on the ask. Bid drops out. Looks like everybody's trying to sell on the ask. Got to bail on that. That's coming down. If I see a clear bottom on this, I'm going in like 20,000 shares. Which, looking at the 5-minute chart, we do kind of have a clear bottom, at least an indicator. Dude, I gotta stop. Ah. Well, I did have $2,000. Is there something else moving? Wrapped? That doesn't look so good. That doesn't look so good. This. That's the thing is eventually the patterns do work, but they grind so slow. Looking back, could have made a lot of money. Okay, no, let this thing pull back. It's not gonna be very easy to hyper scalp this one. C pop. Okay. I want something with volume. C pop looks like it might have some volume. It's a little bit of volume. I'm desperate. I'll go for the break at 660. Yeah, that's $200. Thank you. We might need to pull a C pop up. $947. That's C pop. Um, well, I think you're right. How much did you have on VYT? Yeah, I had 1900, I think. Or was it less than that? Maybe 1700. About $600-700 off my highs. I'm like determined to make my money back on this thing, but I don't know if today's the day to do that sort of garbage. I'm gonna go for the break at VWAP. Huh. I should probably be done with this garbage thing. It's just like being walked down by somebody. This was. It looked good there for a second. Got the bottoming tail, the flag. We got VWAP right there. I'll wait for a bigger dip. You want some food? I figured. Made back some money there. Buy high, had to hold. See, I had the idea of this move 2 minutes ago. So it's a great example of sometimes your timing is not right. In fact, I had the idea of this rebound on this candle right here, this bottoming tail. I was a minute too soon, and then it started to grind. So I'm trying to adapt to this rhythm of this stock. That's what I'm doing. So I'm back up at 2,000 on the day. That adds nicely to the 3.5 green yesterday. It just seems like every day has been getting smaller and smaller, which is normal. C-pop, resump, 678. Looks like a flat resump. VTYX, possible, I don't know. 542. I don't know. That doesn't look so good. I got my $200 out of there. Wow, brutal. Lunar creator rebound. Maybe. Oh. Oh, Lunar's taking a fat dump. C-pop. VYTX. Unfortunately, VYTX doesn't look so good. Good morning, Blair, Zilch, Robbie, KW, Allen, a CJ, Frank, of course. Frank's been here a while. Forexillion. I don't see Zacchaeus. I don't see Philly cheese. We're just a wee little channel. Trying to get this up to 612. I'm bailing. It's not that pretty. I think I actually got a 1 penny of profit, 27 cents. Been getting a lot of phone calls recently. Good morning, honey. It's flagging here. Oh my gosh. It's real easy just to lose $100 in this thing. I'm gonna stay out. 5 minute doesn't look good. That brings me to 1941 on the day. At least I'm green, but that might not last. That's no volume. Not trading that. From 485. That's a dollar a share move. Wow. Been quiet and depressed. Philly cheese. I have been too, Philly cheese. Um, do you feel depressed often? We got a new poll going up in honor of Philly cheese. Philly cheese is by far the biggest supporter I've ever had. If I'm trying to figure out how to send you some free stuff, Philly. I think I just need your address. Interesting. Okay, making a little bit of money here. Holy Spirit. Yeah, if you guys screw around too much, you're gonna find out. A little lighter. Yeah, well, I know what you're saying, Philly. I know what you're saying. Um, but I assure you that money is only one part of the puzzle to happiness. So, if you're depressed now, chances are, if you were and are to become financially well off, eventually it's likely you will end up depressed again, in my opinion. Unless, I guess what I'm saying is, if you rely on money to make you happy, if you put your hope in money, it may temporarily bring joy, maybe even for a year or two. But that's the illusion of money, Philly cheese. And I'm not saying you're I'm not gonna say you're rich or any of you guys are rich, but if you have a computer, if you have a car, if you have a house, you're already richer than the vast majority of the world. So technically you already are rich compared to the rest of the world. The comparing yourself to somebody who's richer or your desire to become richer is bringing unhappiness. And by the way, I'm talking about myself, Philly cheese. So if you thought I was talking about you, you're wrong. I was talking about myself. What does the poll say? 33% do feel depressed often. Okay, where do you guys go? Lunar halted up. Yeah, I see it. Well, I mean, hopefully those blow up days are tough, and I'm bothered that you are not trading anymore. But what is done is done. I mean, you got to ask yourself, do you really love trading? Um, Now I don't know how bad the blow up day was. Hopefully, you were using small size. Hopefully, you were going slow. But again, the dollar amounts are relative, so maybe losing $1,000 for somebody would be catastrophic, whereas another person it would be just a little mosquito bite. But yeah, you got to go slow, even if and even when, because it's just a matter of time, you start to see a little bit of success. And that's what happens is a trader will start to see a little bit of success. I'm not saying this happened to Philly cheese at all. It's just what I've time and time again, right? People have come to me and, they're maybe 6 months into trading. They have some experience. Then maybe the market heats up like it was last week. And they're like, oh my gosh, I got it figured out. I made all this money last week, and then they're like, I'm sizing up. And they size up. And it's typical and it's normal. And it happened to me when I switched from fake money to real money. Is you end up tripping and falling and losing a lot of money. So the key to your success as a trader, I guess is what I'm saying, is one, to fall in love with it. And this channel's main purpose is to get you to fall in love with trading, because I know that is going to serve you way more purpose than anything else. The second is you got to stay in the game long enough, meaning you can't lose too much money to where as you become absolutely depressed. Now I'm talking about Philly cheese. I don't know how much Philly cheese lost. I don't want to know, but I do know it's really been hurting him for a while, which tells me it was a pretty big loss. Lunar looks a little dangerous for my taste, but some people are trading it. Get rid of that. Yeah, with trading, you continually learn. I'm still learning to this day. I mean, a lot of my tough lessons I've learned, like my blow up snowball days, I've done that a few times. And a couple of those times where I snowballed and lost well over $10,000 in a single morning, they brought me to tears. Not like while I was on the computer. While I was on the computer, I was on tilt and I was angry. But then later on in the morning, I'm like, what did I just do? Like, what is happening? I'm just literally like, I can't, this is so emotionally painful. So people are asking me, oh, how do I follow my rules? And it's like, well, honestly, that's the $1 million question, because I'm still working on it. And the only reason why possibly I'm good at following my rules is because I've not followed my rules so many times in so many different variations. Sometimes breaking them works, but when it doesn't work, I've gone through many periods where I'm just in a huge drawdown. The point is, what makes me follow my rules is the fear and the desire not to have, let's say, a day like Philly cheese. That's what, because I've had those days. Now, I've never had a loss that was too big where I couldn't financially recover from it. I've had some financial losses that have been incredibly painful. So some traders, there's a difference. Some beginner traders, I don't know what the case was for any of you, but some traders will put their entire capital at risk, or they will do something that just absolutely could devastate them. Not just like hurt them and make them cry, but just absolutely knock them out of the game, like blow up their account. Like, there's a few rules that you just absolutely cannot break. That's why you can't hold trades overnight, because even one trade held overnight that goes south on you, you could lose that whole entire trade, whatever you invested. In my case, sometimes I'm in with 40, 50, $60,000 positions. If I was to get stuck in a halt down and then decide to hold overnight, and then they do an offering or whatever, and it comes up and it drops 90% overnight, which can happen, I just lost 50 grand. So profitability comes from a place deeply rooted in risk management, deeply rooted in preventing yourself from losing money. That's where a lot of beginner traders will go wrong. Is somebody trading Lunar? Looks a little scary. Looks like we have a bottoming tail here. I might get in on a little micro dip. Looks like I'm a little late. Ah, shoot. Uh-oh. Come on, get me out of this thing. Oh, wow. Turned into a false. Okay. Back down to 1400. Well, how much did I lose? More than I wanted. Now I'm triggered. Did I lose 500 bucks? No, I think I lost 300. I'm getting ready. I don't want to rush into it, but yeah. Yeah, you know, those guys have a bunch of stories, but oh, I didn't learn much. Oh, okay. Well, what did you learn then? Hmm? What did you learn? This is tempting, this bottoming tail here. Shoot. Starting to pick up steam a little bit. Frick. Buy high. Frick. Shoot. Gotta cut it. Frick. Should have just taken the profit. Break even trade. That's the problem when you start to get desperate. You start to hold. I could have easily locked in $500 there. That hurts. And it goes back up too. Oh man, it's back up as well. It's a big buyer there, but I'm getting real annoyed with this one. Come on, give me a little bit of profit, would you please? These ones are... I got smoked. See if we get a pop back up, I'm going to bail. Got to bail right there. That sucks. Where does that take me on the day? 1,500. That doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good at all. Should have taken my 2,200. Ah, shoot. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Now I'm about ready to snowball. Forget everything. Forget all the stories I told. I'm ready to snowball live on the Trading Farmer Show. And we'll be patient with it. I'll be patient with it. We'll catch this. We'll catch the dub. Catch the dub, and we'll be back. We'll get it. Okay, new approach. Let's see, 506, 523. We gotta stay focused here. I want to get my money back. I'm gonna set my timer 20 minutes. Let's see if I can get my money back. This is annoying. Volume's getting kind of light on this sucker. Oh, this is I think it's going to drop. Thought. For a second there, it looked like it was going to reverse. This is tough. This is tough. I might wait for it to come down a little bit more. At the same time, it looks about ready to break out here. I don't I'm tempted to jump in. You know, the reality is 1576 isn't really that far off from the 2000 2200 I had. I mean, part of me thinks vibes. I think this thing's going to come down. We are below VWAP, surprisingly. I'm zooming out and I'm looking at this. I don't want to rush into this high float. This is a higher float. That's kind of what's the deal here. $540 doesn't seem impossible. Ah, shoot, I may have missed it. Look at that. It's a nice little pop. Nice little pop here. It's a little too much selling pressure. I missed it. Oh, man, bro. Come on. Wow, look at that. Back to okay. 1335. I'm starting to snowball here a little bit. Mm. Mm. Ooh. Now I've almost cut my profits in half. Okay. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. This dang high flow, bro. EBS. EBS is a maybe. And I believe that was off of here, wasn't it? EBS. I don't see it on. Oh no, now I see it. It's 560. EBS is another large float. Oh my gosh. Somebody catch this? 524. 560. There, I had a little bit of a win. Golly. I should have just trusted myself. Let's see if this thing heats back up. It's putting up a good fight. Wait for a dip on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's going to be one more pop on this thing. Wow. I might have to just walk away from this. Oh, I'm so triggered right now. I am so triggered. This one, this spot right here, I had a good read on it, and then it took off. That's too bad. We'll go for a bounce. We got to go for a dip. We got to wait. We're going to wait for a pullback here, and I'm going to go in 8,000 shares. I'm going to try to get everything back.